Well, it looks like it's going to be a silhouette because the sun is not up yet and they've already mated. I heard them. I came over here and here they are posing, so they do mate very early in the morning. But we do get to see the difference in size. The female is 1/3 bigger, the male is a smaller one. So there's quite a bit of difference actually. You get to see them side by side and front shot. We'll wait for the sun to come up. Hopefully we'll get a good clear shot then. If they sit here that long, which I doubt. It would be nice. Well, they're going to preen a little. Alright. I noticed a few rabbits on the trail too when I was coming in. Oh yeah, the male's going to scratch up a little bit. I have seen him bring her small bunnies, so he is kind of a rabbit hunter too outside of the birds, so he is a good hunter. Yeah, here's our Cooper hawk. Gonna preen up a little bit. We're back on the Soos Creek Trail. First trip in this year. I just checked on last year's nest. Looked like I had a little ice damage. And found this one up in the tree here, one of the favorite perches in the sun. And just kind of enjoying it. You can see that the trees are swaying a little bit. And I'm trying to check it out here. But this is one of our Cooper hawks. Oh, there he goes flying. Alright, I'll watch where he goes. So they're definitely back in the area. See if I can hear them calling to the mate. Alright, here's our Cooper hawk. You can see the bars on the tail. Oh yeah, turning. Getting ready to fly. Going back to the nest now. Well, here we are at the Soos Creek Cooper's nest. This is the one they used last year. And you can see there's a lot of damage with the nest. Looks like it got iced up and then it slid. So it's got a lot of it kind of slid off to the back there. So it'll be interesting to see if they rebuild this one or go back to their previous nest in the conifer tree. Anyway, we're kind of first trip in here this year and the sun's out and thought we'd check up on them, and first thing we're observing now is that there is some damage to the nest they used last year. This is what I call ice damage. It gets iced up and then it slides from the weight of the ice. So you can see how everything's just kind of pulled off to the back there. But it still could be usable. They could fix it up. So we're going to check and see if we can locate them. And I'll see if there's any activity at the nest in the big fir tree. Alright. Well, our lighting's good now. And we're zoomed in on the Cooper hawk nest. The female flew over my head. I was sitting on the rock. She didn't holler or anything. It went over the fir tree way over. So I was waiting for the lighting to get good, so I came over here and now I'm set up on the nest. And this will be the position I shoot from if they bring a stick and start working on it. So my lighting is perfect and I got a good clean view of the nest. They put a lot of sticks in there, right up there in the crotch. It's really thick. The old part's way down, it slid down. You can see that on the bottom there. They've got it all rebuilt. It's all ready for the eggs, so we're still a little ways away from that. But we want to catch them putting in a few sticks and maybe try to get them mating. We got our eyes open. It's really good weather. The sky's blue now and it's good and clear. So should be coming in any minute. Do their nest building early in the morning usually. Oh yeah, I just landed. Look at that, would you? We're enjoying this. The early snooper finds the Cooper. Absolutely. You can see how big that nest is. This bird's about the size of a crow, the Cooper hawk. It's a good sized nest there. Oh, and out for the... We like it when we find her here. Oh yeah, she's just checking everything that moves out now. Oh, there's a male. That was a big call. That means I got food. She's answering him now. How interesting is that? He's been out hunting all morning. See if he'll come over here and join her. Yeah, he's behind me in the nest, putting a twig in. Oh yeah. Yeah, early morning romance. There you go. See, she's been trying to call him in for a while, and then he puts the stick in the nest, and then he flies over and they mate. That's how it goes in the bird world. Now they're kind of talking about it a little bit. He's flown off here to get another stick. We'll put that in the nest. Well, they're happy lovebirds this morning. They got that business taken care of. Now they can put a few more sticks in there and get everything squared away. She should be coming in with a twig any minute now. We'll keep an eye on her. There she is. She wants to get everything squared away in there. Now she's pulling on another stick over there. She'll get one twig and then another one, and she wants to make a nice good round bowl so she can lay down in there and on them eggs, and the babies will be all secluded in there. Everything's safe. Now when these leaves come out, we won't be able to make videos. From here, there's only a couple of spots, but then they're perfectly camouflaged. There wouldn't anybody even know there's a nest there. It's safe from the crows and the horned owls and the other birds of prey. The horned owl is their main predator. They come in and take them at night or very early in the morning. So they have to be very careful. And when the leaves come out, that's to their advantage then. See what she's up to. They do a lot of work early in the morning like this. You can even hear them at first light. Now we got a little sunshine and they're busy. They want to get this all squared away. There she's working a twig. Look at that. Yeah, she's really serious. Wants to get that nest all squared away. She's testing it out here and sitting down a little bit and then stands up. Getting all them twigs just woven in there just perfectly. She's been in and out a couple of times already. Now you can see her tail there and turn around. That is a big nest. They've hauled a lot of twigs. They had used it last year, but they had a little damage, so they had to repair it over the winter from the snow. And they've got that all squared away now, and we've got good sunlight coming in. We get to see her working away in her nest. Male, I think, is off hunting now. And she's been in and out a couple of times already. I've heard her call to him. But they've got their routine. She guards and maintains the nest during the nesting cycle, and he brings in all the food. And we'll be feeding her and all the babies and himself, so because she has to stay close and guard the youngsters. So he's going to have quite a job with that hunting, but he can handle it. One year they had 5, and he took care of all that. Well, we'll just see what's going on here. We'll see what she does now. She's a busy gal. There, she's putting that stick in there. And out she goes for another one. Taking her easy here right above the trail. Sitting right next to the nest. A little male Cooper hawk on guard, looking down at me. Got his little gray cheeks. Oh, yawning, just waking up too. He's been kind of hard to get a video of him. He's been busy putting sticks in the nest and hunting and carrying on, so we're happy to find him here. Oh yeah, our lighting is perfect. He's all fluffed out and relaxed now, and you figure the amount of work he had with them sticks putting in that nest. He was a busy guy. And he's tired of the rain. We got a nice clear sky today and it's dry. He's enjoying it. Alrighty. Male Cooper hawk. Just right next to the nest. Keeping an eye on things, enjoying the sunshine. Got a good horizontal perch, got all his chores done. The nest is all ready to go, ready for the eggs. I got mama fed. Oh, he's just looking around here. What a good looking guy. You can hear all the birds on the trail. Oh yeah, look, he sees something. There he goes. Oh yeah, he's on the hunt. Look at that guy go. Alright, what a good looking bird. Checking everything out. Looking over her wing here at me, showing that nice red eye. Look at that. What a beautiful day to be on the trail and observing pair of Cooper hawks. How lucky can you get? Blue sky like this. Hear all the other birds singing. Oh, it's just wonderful. There she's looking over here again. Completely relaxed. That's what we like. Wonderfully tame. This pair of Cooper hawks see me so much now that I can just set up and they won't even fly. Beautiful bars on her tail, nice white stripe at the tip. You can see her red eyes. If she turned around, we could see her breast feathers. All orange. She's got the orange cheek stripes there. Now under the eye, the male's a little grayer. That's how you can also tell the difference. And of course the size, but the male is more gray under the eye and she's more the orange color like her breast. Just little things. Oh yeah, looks like she's thinking about maybe taking off here. Oh yeah. Rousting up now. See what she's up to. Kind of looking over the back here. Maybe she'll turn around. She's listening to all the birds and all the hikers. She might be thinking about changing positions here. I was hoping to see her turn around a little bit so we get the front side. Or maybe see her take off here. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, there she goes. All right. There's our girl cleaning up. Got her tail aimed at us and she's preening up, laying in the nest. How about that? She's been a busy gal in the nest today. We know it's the female. We can tell by the orange under her eye, on her cheek patches there. The male's more gray. Anyway, she's laying high in the nest, looking right straight at me. Of course, like I said, she's seen me many times, so I'm of no concern to her. Absolutely no threat. She doesn't care. Yeah. I hear one of the little birds chirping over there. I'm not sure what kind it is, but it sure has a wonderful song, so. Well, the female Cooper hawk here is enjoying the sunshine. Just having a great time here. You see her red eye, magnificent. That's a little bit different angle. Got her tail pointed towards us and then she turned around and preens. Look how sharp her beak is. Got a long point on it. She needs to rub it on a rock, wear it down a little bit. A little bit longer than normal, but that's alright. Still works good. She spends so much time on the nest, you know, incubating, she doesn't get a chance to grind it down, but you think over the winter she'd have rubbed it on a rock or something and wore it down a little bit. Anyway, as long as it works for her, I guess it's alright. Well, now she's kind of settling down a little bit. Let's see if we can see that male sail in here with some food and call her off. Well, here's our little buddy. After he ate his bird, he went and checked on Mama in the nest. And then he flew over here to this tree right here, right up in the sunshine and sitting there looking really good. So he had like a small bird he was eating, so he's all happy now. He's got something in his crop. He's not hungry anymore. He's kind of looking down here at the trail watching me. Oh yeah, you can hear some of the other birds chirping. But it doesn't take him long. Make a lunch out of one of them. Oh yeah, he's a good looking guy. Yeah, I think he's going to probably sit around here a little bit. He's got a nice horizontal perch up here, and I'll see if I can come in on him a little bit. Now he's going to preen up a little bit. Wants to get his feathers all squared away, and we'll watch him and see what happens. There he goes. He's on the flight. There he's looking around. You can see a little bit of red in his eye there. Yep. Good looking bird. He's hunting and maintaining the nest. Now you can hear all the birds chirping. Oh yeah, I think he's kind of posing now. He's looking really good here. Getting a nice profile with a red eye. We like that. And we heard the song sparrow earlier too. And of course there's stellar jays all over the place. Oh yeah, he's really looking around a bit. There we are. We'll keep an eye on him and just see what he's up to. Now he's not more than 50-60 feet from the nest, so he's hanging in there close. There's a profile on his eye again. We like that. Oh, listen to them birds singing. They come back in on that eye there if we can. There you are. He's looking back the other way now. We'll just see what happens here. He's got a big selection of birds to choose from for his lunch. There's plenty of sparrows and starlings, Oregon juncos. Oh yeah, there he's looking over here now. Like I say, he's very quick. He's watching everything. Good looking guy. Alright, he's on the hunt. Beautiful red eye. There he's looking around. Still on the hunt. He's waiting for his opportunity to catch something so he can reward the female. She makes him catch all the food at this stage of the game. Has to be a good provider. Alright, well he's doing his job. We're going to see if we can locate her now. Try it up close here. This is close as I can get to her. Just judging the sunlight a little bit. There you can see it picking up her eye now. She likes posing. And we like making the videos of her. Now their eye turns from, light yellow to red as age, see? So this is a very mature bird. The eye is pure red now, so she's quite old. Not ancient, I mean she's in the prime of life pretty much. But when they're youngsters, they turn from like a very light yellow, then it gets to an orange, and then to a red. That's one way you tell kind of the age of the bird. There you go, showing us that eye again. That sharp beak. Beautiful. Okay, I just heard the female calling. She's calling to him. He just dropped her off some food. She's finished eating. She's way over there in the big fir tree. He may fly over and mate with her. But we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, look at those red eyes. It must have been a small prey item he got. Probably an Oregon junco or something like that. It didn't take her long to eat it. He's just looking around here. I'll back off a little bit. There we go. There he is. Sitting right up here, and they're both real close to the nest. They just had breakfast delivered. Alright. Nice pair of Cooper Hawks. We like it every time we find them. I'll see if I can get sighted in on her and see if I can get her perch over there. There he goes for another stick, I think. Oh, they're going to mate. Look at that, would you? Two Cooper Hawks mating. Oh, yeah, we got that. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, he hauled about 2 sticks in there, and then they mated in the tree. That's the Cooper Hawk ritual. They did a lot of rebuilding on that nest. They're going to sit right here together now, see? Well, that's a happy little camper here. Look at that. The Cooper Hawk dating game this morning. Alright, there he goes for another stick. Alright. There's our girl. Just sitting on the opposite side of the trail from the nest. I was walking out, giving up, couldn't find her, and she cackled. So I said, well, by golly, I'll make a little video of her then. Get her from the front side. You can see her crop. She's had something to eat there, so she's well fed. She was on the nest this morning because it was kind of cool. And she flew out and obviously had something to eat. So we got a happy camper here. This is our female Cooper Hawk. And we're all excited about it. She's just calm and relaxed right on the other side of the trail here watching me, and the nest is right behind me. I was set up on the nest, took a little video of that, Turned around, started walking a couple of steps, and there she was, just silent, sitting still. Good looking bird. Oh yeah, she wants to give us the profile shot and everything. She's really relaxed with me. When the babies fledge and fly on the nest, she lets me take videos of them. Everything goes good. I got another angle on her. She's just a looking. I say, she's not interested in anything to eat. She's full. Her crop is full. She's just entertaining herself, watching everything goes on. Now if a squirrel or something would go up towards her nest, she'll go in there and scare them away. She's always looking right at me. Look at that. She's not going to allow that squirrel to go in there and mess around in the nest. They spend a lot of time fixing that up. You can hear all the other birds. A beautiful hawk here. Female Cooper's hawk. Well, we're enjoying it very much. Try to pick up all these other bird sounds too. A very intent gaze. Look at that. And like I say, she's known me. I've been coming here for 4 years, so she knows I'm no threat to her or her baby. She's been through it for 4 years, so. Oh yeah. Looking up a little bit. You can really see the hackles in the back of her head and the shape of her beak and everything. Alrighty. Well, we have filtered light now. Sun kind of went behind the cloud, but it's not too bad. She's still sitting here all content. And there she goes, coming right at me. Oh yeah, I could hear her wings. Went up in the nest. There you go. Little cackle. There's our gal. You see her head down there, just kind of taking care of the eggs, looking around. Waiting for a hummingbird buddy to come back. Oh yeah, leaves are whipping around, a little bit of a breeze. You can see her eye really sharp. You can see the color on her cheeks now. Yeah, she's coming in good. Oh yeah, when the tree gets all leafed out, you won't even be able to find her. See, look at that. Now she's getting camouflaged right there. All right. I think she's still trying to lay that egg because the male came by with food and he made a couple calls and she didn't come out. So he ate it and he went up in his tree and cleaned his beak and took off again. He did fly in and check up on her, so whatever communication they had, she must have informed him, I'm not interested, I'm busy. So I think it's egg laying. I think that's what we got going. Now she's smacking her beak, wish she had something to eat. No, I don't know what she's thinking, but anyway, she's pretty content. She's sitting tight, and I'm going to stick with the egg laying scenario. I think that's what's going on today. I never known her to turn down food, so if she didn't come out for the feeding call, that means she's in the middle of trying to lay an egg. And she is in the position for egg laying. They don't lay flat, they sit up kind of like this. Because that nest is deep, so she's in the egg laying position right now. Actually, our lighting isn't too bad. We're on the filtered light now. It looks pretty good. Now she's moving around a little bit. There, she's adjusted. So look at that, would you? Getting up a little bit. Take a little break, standing up. That's Mama. Oh yeah, preening up a little bit. I see her orange feathers. We'll just keep an eye on her here a little bit. She's been sitting tight all morning. She must decide it got warm enough now that she can stand up for a little bit. I'm waiting for the male to bring in some food and call her off with his little feeding call. Bick, bick, he goes, and then she sails out. We do see her looking around here. And her eggs are due to hatch any day. According to her schedule from past years, I've been watching for 5 years. So it's the last week of May. We're getting really close. I'm glad to see she's standing up now, preening her feathers. You hear all the other birds. They're doing their song. I saw a raccoon run down the trail too. I hope he doesn't locate the nest, but the Coopers, they don't attract too much attention. They're pretty careful. Oh yeah, she's gonna do a good preen up here. Oh yeah. Taking care of business now. She has to sit on them eggs for 30-some days, so she's glad she's getting close to the end of that. Well, we'll just see what she's up to. We're going to turn around now. See, she's settling right back down. That was a short break, so that tells me there's still eggs or just really newly hatched within a day or so. We'll figure that all out later when we can see the babies and figure out how old they are. Alright, she's getting all settled down in there. Tail all sticking up, doing her job. Male's off hunting. We're looking for him too. She just came back to the nest. There she is, she just landed. Oh, we'll see what she's up to. See if she's got any food for the youngsters. I thought I saw her sail out, just a glimpse, and then now she's back in here. It looks like she might be tearing up some food. Sure, she's got food in there. Maybe we'll see a little white head or something. I'll just let it run here. We'll see what we get. Feeding time at the Cooper Hawk nest on Soos Creek. Yeah, there's her head. They're way down in there, but I see a little white flashing down below there, sure. Look how deep that nest is. Well, we'll just let it run here. Yeah. Well, when they get a little bigger, this will be the spot then where we'll have to make our videos. But it's feeding time at the Cooper Hawk nest. There you go. There she's in there, look at that. She just landed. She's got the food now. There's the little ones poking their heads up. They know it's feeding time. Look at this guy. Oh yeah, look at that little face. Yeah, they're getting up there. Let's back off a little bit here. There we go. Alright. We'll just see what happens here. See if we got some heads coming up on the other side. Yeah, that one there is getting a good meal. Look at it reach up there. There you go. Getting the bite. Look at that. Well, I know there's at least two. There's one coming up on the other side. Oh yeah, we'll get in on this feeding session. We'll try to count them up later. Look at them go. Yep, got Mama Cooper feeding the babies here. Absolutely. We're excited about that. Well, there's a good chunk. The little guys are having a good feed. Mama's in a good position here and we get to check it all out. See the little heads going up and down. Oh yeah, they're having a good time. Can't tell what she brought. Probably a bird. She eats a little bit herself, you see that. Here's some of the other birds chirping on the trail here. Oh yeah. This is about the only spot we can do the nest. A lot of leaves, but we manage to squeeze through there every once in a while. But that keeps them safe. They're well camouflaged and helps protect them against their predator, the horned owl, and that's about the only thing that's really a bother to them. Oh yeah. How about that? Little heads just a-bobbing around, finishing up their food. Oh yeah. Well, it was good. The male made a little call, and we heard him. There she flew out, right over my head there. Our lighting's pretty good, so we'll stay focused on this spot here, and perhaps we'll see something really interesting. Got the wind blowing now, and we can hear all the other birds on our soundtrack, so we're doing good. This one here is moving around a bit, so Mama just landed, and she's going to feed him. Oh yeah, they're picking up red meat. You can see them chowing it down. I didn't see what she brought, but they're having a good feed with it anyway. Look at this guy. He's big enough to tear off chunks by himself now. So, oh yeah. Look at that. That's a big bite. Well, how interesting is that? That's absolutely great. Mama's looking around. She just seen a dog go by. One of the hikers that are walking their dog. So that's what Mama's looking at. And they may be just about done with the food. You see her red eye. She's got the real red eye, and they've got the little blue eyes like the youngsters do. And they'll turn yellow, and then eventually as they get older, in a few years their eyes will be red like hers. But starts out as a light blue, and then turns a light yellow, and then yellow to orange, and then red. Oh yeah. Well, the activity's are slow. Here she's flying out. All right, right over my head. Right above me. All four of them in the nest now, hopping around, exercising. Well, it's amazing when they're laying down resting, you can't see anything. That nest is so deep. But they heard Dad give the food call, and then they started looking around. And then, of course, we knew it wouldn't be long before she sailed in and fed them. And that's exactly what we got today, so that is really wonderful. So they're fed now, and they had a little exercise. Now they're preening up their feathers. Mama's just sitting up in the tree watching me, and like I said before, she knows me for 5 years now. Get between her and the baby in the nest, she knows I'm no threat. What a neat scene, just a preening up and enjoying it. And we certainly like that. Well, we're going to check around, see if we can locate the male, see what he's up to. Oh, watch this guy a little more. He got out on the limb now. Just checking everything out. Now here's a nice close-up. You see all the blood on her beak from the feeding. She was feeding the youngsters a bird, and that's what's left on her beak. And she's right over the trail right next to me. I'll try to come in again and get a close-up much as we can. Look at that. There you go. Now there's the detail on her eyes are red. You see her orange breast feathers, darker feathers on her head there. And right on her mouth, you got a little bit of blood left over from the feeding of that bird to the youngsters. Now back off. There you go. The lighting is really good here, coming in right on my back, that dappled light. And there she is there, we're coming back. There's our girl just sitting right there. How about that? Well, here's our Cooper nest. They're branching now. Got 2 of them left in the nest. They're hopping in and out, and I hear 2 of them are gone. They're out on the limbs. But they'll be coming back. He'll sleep in here again tonight. I just started the brancher stage. They go out on the limb and exercise and play a little game of hide and seek, then back in the nest. And they all come flying back in here when Mama shows up with the food. They know that. This is her feeding platform now. There, look at that. Something came down in there. What was that? Huh. One of them must have just popped right in there, jumped down in there. Sure, look at that. Well, what the heck was that? It was so quick. He was on, that's number 3 now, see? He was on the limb and jumped back down in the nest. He's looking for some food scraps. Oh yeah, or maybe, there he comes, look at him. All right, he wants to show off too. Now we got 3 in there. So I hear number 4 over in the limbs. How cool is that? That's how quick he could sail back in there. Just a flash and bam, he was down in there. Oh, look how dark his chest feathers. He's doing really good. And he's got a few more feathers on his cheeks. He must have been the first egg that hatched, so sometimes you get a day or so in them, between them. But he figured, well, I better get back to the nest, see what the other 2 guys are doing here. Oh, we're glad about that. They're going to clean up. I'll get them feathers all ready to go. Well, see, they're still little guys. They want to lay down and rest, see? He's laid down on the edge there and with his sibling. The other one, I think, wants to come up on top here in the front. Yeah, they're settling down now a little bit. Well, one of the adults just sailed in with some food, and now they're feeding them, but they're down in the nest. We can't see it here. We'll keep an eye on it. Maybe she'll come up here where we can see her. We got these little heads and tails going now. They're hungry. They're getting into the feed right now. They've been sitting in the nest and up on the branches making their noise and exercising. And now one of the adults has done a food delivery. Boy, look at them pulling that. My goodness. Boy, looking over here. Well, they got 4 big guys in here, plus one of the adults that brought the food, but that's a big nest. They can have room for all of them. They're just up pulling away on. Look at that. There, another one came down. See it? There comes number 4, I think. So I want some of that. He woke up, realized it's feeding time. Yeah, I can't see much because she's down in close to the trunk this time. We'll back up a little bit. There we go. Try to see what's going on here. Oh yeah. We're right in the middle of the feeding session now. Okay, Mama or Papa just slipped off. That's Mama. Landed right across from me. All right. There's Mama. She flew over here now. It's all done feeding them and decided to sail over here on this side of the trail. She's sitting there in the dappled light. And I see how that breaks them up for camouflage. It's a wonderful thing. Oh yeah, look at this, would you? Really something here. But that gives you a good idea how dappled light can be camouflage. Now that's off her back there. It just looks, breaks it up just like a hole in the leaves, see? It's all part of their protection. I'll see if I can come in on her head here, get a close up on her head. Should work out good. Oh, she's going to turn around here. There she goes. All right. There we go, going up on the limb, see? Just a calling there. You went up on the branch, and there's the other going up higher. There's a sibling in the nest yet. So that's how they do it. Just kind of work their way out on the limbs. See if we can get up a little higher again. Alright. Here comes the next one up, see? There you go. That's how that works. We're branchers now. We're exploring around, he says. Hop on the nest, get up on the limb, and check things out. Oh yeah, back off. There we go. Look at these guys maneuvering around here. Back in the nest, see? That's what is known as the brancher stage. And we're lucky to see some of that. Alright, now he's up here. He's going to flap his wings a little bit. There we go. Back in the nest and exercise now. We're going to get a lot of activity here. Look at that. Feels that breeze, see? Exercising. Oh yeah. He can get up there pretty good already. Yeah, he's sitting up high in the leaves now. You can't even hardly see him, see? Well camouflaged, this nest. There we go. Well, here she is. She's flowing over here now and kind of keeping an eye on things. Watching me and watching people on the trail, because the youngsters are branchers now and they're in and out of the nest. She's keeping an eye on them. You see the highlights in her eye kind of behind the leaves. I'll back off a little bit. Give you an idea. There she is. Just kind of hanging out. There, little guy peeking out of the nest, laying down resting. He's been branching, hopping up and in and out. Come in on him a little closer. There he's peeking out as. Look at him. We're admiring his feathers. His eyes are getting heavy, I think. I've been busy exercising. I'm kind of tired. There his eyes are going shut. Oop. I can see his blue eyes. At this stage, their eyes are blue. And they slowly turn to a light yellow. And then to a darker yellow. And then to a yellow orange, and then red like the mama when they get several years old. Yep, so then we'll lay down here and rest. Got my beak hooked over the branch, or the twig. There you can see that blue eye. Look at that. Isn't that great? Got a Cooper hawk resting in the nest. Had a busy time exercising up in the tree and up on the limb and around and up and down. Now he's going to rest. Just kind of laying there, peeking around. Feathers are growing, looking really good. Yep. Really having a good time here. Listen to those bird calls. Our little Cooper hawk here is resting. He's listening to them too. There, his eyes are getting heavy again. A sleepy Cooper hawk. What a great spot. We'll have a couple of holes in the leaves where we can shoot our camera from. But it sure gets interesting. We're grateful for every shot we get. Now look at his blue eye. See? There you go. He's getting tired again. Everything's quieted down. They've had a feeding and exercise, and now I'm just going to kind of take it easy a little bit. And we'll listen to the birds chirp. There's a foot. See, laying down his side. That's his foot and talon sticking out. He's stretching. Oh, these guys are comical. I love that. Roll right over and stuck his foot right up in the air there. Very amazing. There's one sneaking up from the other side. Buddy rolled over, stuck his foot up in the air, and this guy here, he's at the other end. His eyes are heavy, and you wonder what that disturbance was. There his eyes popped open. Looking really good here. Beautiful eyes on this bird. There the wind kicked up. That woke him up. Alright. Got some weather coming in up here. And he threw his head back. I think he's going to rest again. There you go. Completely passed out. He's having a nap. Totally asleep now. He has his head down, his eyes shut. The guy's sound asleep. Well, how about that? Cooper hawk totally asleep now. See the little yellow sear, his eyes shut. Sleeping away on the edge of the nest. Oh, what was that? He said. Yeah, he's really sleeping. He's fast asleep now. Look at this guy. Well, this will happen. Nap time at the Cooper hawk nest. They got their heads in there with the twigs all supported. They're fast asleep now. How cool is that? Everything's kind of quiet now. Alright, found this one here up here on the limb. It's waving in the breeze here. He's going to preen up a little bit. We'll watch him for a minute. Oh yeah, they're getting all their feathers squared away. Now it looks like by his crop he's had something to eat, so this is more or less, that's why they're not hollering. They're not hungry. They're just full and resting and preening up now. I'm going to see if I can locate one of the adults. I'd like to get a close-up of her or him, either one today, and record some of these bird calls. Oh yeah, there's a little fuzz flying off. He got that off there, but he's getting all these little immature feathers on his chest and getting all his colors now. He'll have his white spots. They always get a spot pattern on their back for protection, dappled lighting. And he'll have brown feathers, have little fawn tips on them. He'll blend right in. Now you can see him do his tail, getting nice bars on his tail now, preening up. Looking really good. We got filtered light right now. That's pretty good. Now he's going under the wing, see? Oh yeah. There, young Cooper hawk preening. Yeah, he's at the brancher stage. He's above the nest and getting everything squared away. Wants to get ready for his first flight, which won't be too long now. Oh yeah. Well, how interesting is that? Watching him, he's found him sitting up here in the top of the tree and zoomed right in on him. Now he's got his wing down there working on that. Yep, he's just getting everything squared away. There we go. Alright, Mama just landed. Checking things out in the nest. The youngster's one above her in the tree. See what she's up to here. They don't know she sailed in. She's being kind of quiet about it. Standing up here looking really nice. There's one above her. He's probably napping, but she didn't give the food call. So she's sneaking in here checking up on her youngsters. Got 4 branchers in this tree and in the next tree over. She's just checking everything out. See the bands on her tail? Our lighting is actually pretty good. Standing up in the nest. Kind of taking a break. Oh yeah, look at that. I think she's going to think about taking off here a little bit. See what we got here. She's in position for taking off. There she goes. Good sized bird. Let's see if she comes back with some food now. I'll try a close-up on Mama here. Look at her red eye. Oh yeah. Back off a little. Well, here's Mama with some food. Got it in her foot. Looking over here at me. And I don't know what it is. She's got food in her foot now. Thinking about feeding these youngsters. Well, we'll just keep an eye on her. The lighting looks good. I can tell by the way she's sitting there, she's got some food for them. Maybe one of them will see it and they'll come down on the limb. I don't know what she brought, but she's got some treat here in case they want to come in and get it. She's right below the nest. But you can see how she's sitting on the limb and she's got the... There's one of the youngsters talking. But she's got the food. She's thinking about feeding them if they'll come in on the limb. Oh yeah. A little bit of a breeze now. Everything's good at the Cooper Hawk nest. Mama's here with the food and all the youngsters gotta do is come and show up for the food. Got food in her foot. There she goes. Flew on down. Gonna feed one of the youngsters down below. Here's one in the nest searching for some food. Looking for leftovers. Oh yeah, that's his tail going there. He's just checking everything out. He's hoping to find something. The other siblings are all off in the different trees and on different limbs. This guy, he's hanging in there close. He wants to be first in line when the food's delivered. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's just checking everything out. This guy's alright. Go back up on his limb, see? He's a brancher. He's going to check it out. See if he works on the nest a little bit. He did that earlier. Arranged a couple of twigs. Come in a little bit, see what he's doing in there. Busy guy. Oh yeah, it's a deep nest. He's digging down deep, looking around. Still checking out that nest. He's really getting active. Look at it, he actually put sticks in there too. How about that? I never knew they did that. One of the juveniles arranging twigs. Can you believe that? I've never seen that behavior. Huh, must be instinctive. He moves some fur there, a little fir twig. And now he moved a one of these older twigs, kind of rearranging the nest a little bit. Well, how about that? Learn something every day. Oh yeah, he's turning around now. Looks like his crop's getting pretty full. Just working around, showing off his pretty blue eyes and nice streaks on the chest there. 4 good-looking, healthy Cooper hawks this year. Right on the Soos Creek Trail. We're all excited about that. Oh yeah, look how clear that's coming in. We definitely like that. There you go. You can see he's tearing it up there. Some good food going here. Yeah, we'll see how he does with this chunk of meat. Oh, he had to get behind the limb, didn't he? See what happens here. There he's coming over this way. Looks like he's eating the bird, so he should get that all finished up. Oh yeah, look at that. Man, that's a good sized bird, wasn't it? My goodness. Chowing down now. Getting the full crop here. Oh yeah. Just getting a full crop now, filling right up. Yeah, she brought him a good sized bird this time. Well, it all works out. The youngsters are big, and there's 4 of them. And now it's summertime, and the days are long, so you can hunt right up to 8 o'clock and bring them food. Got plenty of time to catch all the food they'll ever need. Oh, I just love them eyes. Look at that. They're really good feeding here. I hear one of the other little birds making a racket. He's been eating for a while. He's going to finish up the whole thing, I think. There's a good chunk. Look at that. A Cooper hawk eating in the nest. He's a brancher. He can fly 50, 60 feet, sometimes 100 feet to different trees. And they're all hiding in the leaves, and when she drops off the food, they come sailing in, making their crazy wee-wee noises, and gets really exciting here. You can look and look. They're all hidden in the leaves. You can hear them, but they're hard to find. When she brings the food, then they all just kind of mob right into the nest. Try to see who's going to get possession of the food, see? Oh yeah, this one's a lucky one. There we go. Well, how long does it take a Cooper hawk to finish his meal? As long as it takes. That depends on the size of the bird. This one looked like a good sized bird. I don't know. Could have been a robin or something of that size. Wasn't a sparrow. It was good size. He's working on it. There's green leaves, everything's showing up, the bark on the tree, the bird's blue eyes. I can hear the other birds calling. There's a big chunk. Look at that. They can swallow a good sized piece, that's for sure. Then in a day or so they cast up what is known as a casting. That's the bones and feathers that's not digestible. They cough that up into a pellet that keeps their crop clean. And once they pass that casting, it looks just like a pellet, like a peach pit, you know. And they eat the other birds and go through the whole process again. So they're very interesting birds, actually. So we enjoy it every time we find them down here. There you go. Look at him, just tearing it up, finishing up that food. These guys are used to all the bikers on the trail and all the hikers, because they were looking out over the nest from the time they hatched, so they're kind of imprinted to hikers and bikers, and including me, because I come on a regular basis. As soon as they hatch, they look over the nest and see me, my tripod, my camera, and my camouflage hat. I always try to wear the same hat so they know who I am. And then they allow me to get really close. When they're branching and they're down the trail, they know, oh, that's just that guy, so they're not very scared, and I get close-up videos of them. Oh yeah, having a great feeding here. Yep, Cooper hawk in the nest, finishing up. Well, this one just flew in the nest, checking out to make sure there's nothing left. Oh yeah, he sees a couple little specks in there. And maybe he'll find him a little leftover. Look at that crop's full, man. Feathers are looking good. A good looking Cooper hawk here. I'll back off just a smidge. There we go. Look at this guy. Yeah, he comes sailing in. He's really getting good on the wing here. Flew in from about 50 feet. Landed in the tree, made his noise, and kind of snuck up the limbs, and in here finishing up a little scraps. Well, we like that. Just a tearing it up in there. He flew over here. He's out here on the branches, flying around from limb to limb. There he goes. All right. Landed over here now. Try to zoom in. There we go. Just kind of checking everything out. There he's calling to his sibling. Did you eat all the food, or did you leave some for me? I see his eyes getting a little bit of a yellow to it, very light yellow. Remember, they started out kind of in the bluish stage, and then they turn a light yellow. Oh yeah, he's having a good time here. Yep, playing hide and seek in the leaves. And they fly around. They get their good exercise that way. Gives me something. It's hard to find them. You just look and finally find the opening in the leaves, then you can find them. But they're vocal now. In another few days they won't be quite so vocal. And there's the white spots on the back. That's the dappling for their camouflage. They're like deer and other animals. Works the same way, breaks up the light in their profile. Oh yeah, he's really looking around. Doing a fine job here. There we go, I got a real close up. I'll back off just a little bit. There we go. We'll wait for him to turn around and give us a good profile shot. Mama's over in the tree next to him. She's keeping an eye on all four of them. You can hear the other ones calling. Well, he wants to give us just the back of his head now, I guess. Yeah. There he turns his head a little bit. Looking over here now. A little hook beak there. There he's calling. Sure. The hackles up a little bit. I didn't see his crop, so I don't know. Well, I'm sure he got fed, because he flew over the nest and then he flew back over here, so he obviously got something to eat. Oh yeah, he's checking everything. Look at that. Great stage for them, learning everything, learning to fly, learning all the other birds, trying to catch twigs and leaves that get blown by the wind. All kinds of games. Eventually they get there, they'll be catching their own food. All designed to hone their skills. I'll do a close-up here. Wind's blowing, count every little hair around her beak. See all her fine markings now. She's kind of adjusting herself, checking it out, back off a little bit. She's got a full crop too. See what she's up to. She's watching everything that moves. There she is. I'll keep a close eye on her. Got one of her feet up. She's going to take a break. Oh, we like that. There's our Cooper hawk. Kind of taking it easy right along the trail here. And listening to the youngsters, she just brought in some food for them. She just keeps a close eye on them. Oh yeah. They're making their little noises over there. Teet 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 teet. And then the wee wee. There's one calling, see? Well, there's the fireworks. My goodness. I don't like that. My goodness. 4th of July. Isn't that crazy? Poor animals got to put up with that stuff. There we go. Get a nice profile here. Look at that. She's such a good girl. She's nested here for about 5-6 years now. Every year she puts up that fireworks.